So the wind is something that we all experience all the time, right? But the question I have for you guys is, do you actually know why the wind blows? Now, some people do. Some people go, okay, well, it's because of the air pressure. And now you would be right, but even further than that, why? So let's start by thinking about air pressure itself. What is it? Why does it happen? Think of air as something that has weight. And that's not something we think about too often, but it does. Air has weight to it. So imagine a column of air. In fact, you could even picture it as something silly, like imagine you had a car sitting in the driveway, and now you stacked a couple cars on top of that car. What would happen to the car on the bottom? Well, it would start to get smushed, right? And the more cars that you stack on top of it, the more smushed the cars on the bottom would get. That's the same idea as air pressure. Since air has weight, the more air weighing down on you, the more air pressure there is. So you and I, we live in the lowest layer of the atmosphere, in the troposphere. The troposphere has the highest air pressure. But it doesn't stay the same everywhere. You see, the sun heats the earth differently, and as that heating happens, it causes changes in air pressure. Now, you may think to yourself, why would the sun heat the earth differently? Well, think about it. The earth is spherical. It's a ball, like a basketball or a volleyball. And because of that, not everybody is getting the direct amount of radiation that other places are. And so certain places get heated up more, and other places get heated up less. Not to mention, Earth is tilted at 23.5 degrees, so we have different seasons as well. So now, because of Earth being heated up differently, we're creating high-pressure systems and low-pressure systems. So, basic rule number 1, wind always moves from high pressure to low pressure. Once we understand that fact, we have to talk about something called pressure gradient, because that's the real reason we're getting the movement of air. For example, if the air pressure in New York City was 1,000 millibars, and the air pressure in Philadelphia was 1,000 millibars, and everywhere in between was 1,000 millibars, there'd be no wind. Okay, there's no difference in air pressure. So the pressure gradient has to do with the difference in air pressure over a given distance. So let's use the same example. The air pressure in New York City is 1,000 millibars, but the air pressure in Philadelphia is 1,020 millibars. Okay, that's a difference in air pressure. Who has the higher air pressure? Philadelphia does. So the wind is going to move from Philadelphia towards New York City. Now, the greater the difference in air pressure over that distance, the stronger the wind is going to be. And so that's why when we have storm systems such as a nor'easter or a hurricane, we're getting a great change in air pressure over a short distance. We call that a steep gradient, and that is what creates very strong wind.